I think today has been a great example of a trend. Sorry, I should say hello again, guys. I'm just so zoned in on what's been going on with these moves. I haven't been able to trade much today, and when I got back, I wanted to dive in, but I didn't, and the reason is purely because of that. I wanted to dive in, and you shouldn't feel like that just because you've been away from the charts or you've not had a trade for a little while, in my opinion. So what can we learn from this? Well, personally, one of my worst things was diving in because I've been away from the charts for a while or hadn't had a trade or whatever. And you have to train yourself not to do that, because 90% of the time, well, I haven't got a clear percentage, but a huge amount of the time you will take a loss, and that will ruin your profit and loss, it'll ruin your equity curve, and moreover it will shatter your confidence, and you'll be angry, and potentially you'll want to jump in again. So, I mean, what do we know about this? There have been masses of opportunities today. I've missed a lot of them, but do I care? I'd be lying if I said I didn't, but I care a lot less than I used to when I was losing consistently, or winning, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or 3 forward and 4 back, or whatever. Now it's all about consistency and losing that fear of missing out. So what I want you as novice traders to take from this is that there are thousands of opportunities on multiple pairs. I'm looking at pound yen. This hasn't even been on my radar today, but with a indicator as powerful as this RSI histo, it's only an RSI, but it's a lot better than an RSI in my opinion. If I put the indicator on there, I've done this before, but it won't hurt to do it while I'm just having a sort of roundabout sort of discussion. If we look at this RSI and compare it to the RSI histo, what you've got is sorry, I don't use that. All I use, well, that's something. I'll show you what it is. It just shows you the value, recent candles it's called, shows you the pip value of something. So compared to say for example Aussie US dollar would be about £5 a pip. This one you can just see it there, it's £7.62 a pip. So we can delete that anyway, but that's all I use that thing for. It's a handy little tool, mind you. But getting back to the topic, this RSI, it does exactly what, as long as you've got the settings set to 8, which it is, and this one's set to 8, you'll notice it looks the same pattern as this. But this, the beauty of this thing is the precision. If you're above the 20, you're below the 20, or above or below the previous bars, this tells you nothing. If you're a specialist in RSI, then maybe it tells you a lot and you can trade it, but I prefer my traffic light green-red type system, or the bust and then the break and close method. This tells me nothing. So I'm going to get rid of that now anyway. I digressed a little bit there, but getting back to today's moves on these pairs, this was the one I traded this morning. Look how it's moved. I got 6 or 7, maybe 7.5 pips out of this morning. If I'd have been watching this today, I would have been carefully studying my reversals and my continuations and my levels, the daily pivot, R1, and so on and so forth. I forget where my trade was now anyway. I'll bring it onto the chart. It's going to look stupid on this chart now. Oops. Where is it? NJ. There. Oh, now my mouse is playing up. That was my trade there. So that was 7 or 8 pips, more than a day's worth of income. And then we got a sort of confirmation over here, and price has gone up. And remember, I talk about this. I have talked about it in previous videos today, in fact. when you get a 30-minute one of these triggers, that price goes. And the H1, you know, is the same, but I particularly like the 30-minute. It seems really consistently to be an indicator for some strong movements. So here we've got the breakdown, then we've got the break and close, and price just continued down for the rest of the day. And you know, you can use the lower time frames to get into these moves, but the point is there was not hundreds, but well, there was hundreds of pips available, I suppose, or 141 in fact. We're way over the daily range, so I might be watching this on the H4 close to see if I can get a reversal short on this. But you know, that's my plan. Never break my own rules. Never jump in just because I want to, because I haven't been on the charts much today, haven't been able to. Just keep calm. Chasing price is what will kill you. Kill your confidence, kill your account, and make you a losing trader. One of the 90% by all accounts. And you know, so this move was telegraphed, if you like, by the huge weekly candle that you can just about see under that lot of rubbish there. So you know, guys, even if you just trade, I said this before, even if you just trade a huge weekly candle, there's the pullback there, this gapped down, so not only have you got the gap that potentially is offering a decent reason for trying to trade long, you've also got a big candle that we know this will try to reverse against most of the time. Huge candle here, price reversed. Pretty big candle there, price reversed. Huge candle there, price reversed. I mean, that's what, 3 or 4 out of 5? It's a high probability situation. And this is a big top here, but that's a big candle, and look what it's done. It's reversed the whole length of the candle. The only one that didn't really do much was this one here, by the looks of it. Actually, well, no, that doesn't matter. The gap didn't close, but we're not worried about it. It's not a big candle anyway. But here, a big candle and a reversal. So just check out your weekly charts and look how many times those reverse, and then you don't have to take them just on a hope and a prayer. You use the 3 candle reversals that I talk about, starting on the 5-minute, 15-minute, whatever, and you take the trades according to that, and very safely, which is what I'll be waiting for on this potential 4 candle here. If it gets on up a little bit now, so that we don't have a big wick. It's important you don't have big wicks on these candles. Not interested in that one. You might say, well, that was a big one, it didn't reverse. That's the middle of the day. I wouldn't expect that to reverse. End of the day, that's why it's called an EOD, end of day reversal. Good opportunities at 6 in the morning, pretty good opportunities at 6 at night. Okay, so don't give in to the fear of missing out. That's the moral of this video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.